Hey, what's going on? We're going to talk all about cost of living type stuff in Central Virginia, specifically in and around the Lynchburg, Virginia area. We're going to hit on energy, utilities, gas prices, food and drink stuff, and we're going to end with taxes. So, the taxes thing might be really important to you if you're thinking about moving to in or around the Lynchburg, Virginia area because your tax rates can be significantly different depending on where you live. We'll talk about that at the end. And before we get into all that, you do know me. I'm JD Miller. I'm with eXp Realty. There is my number and my email. Please feel free to reach out to me anytime you'd like to and talk about maybe moving, possibly moving, maybe buying, maybe selling, anything you want to do real estate related in the Lynchburg, Virginia area. I would love to talk to you. I do talk to people every single day, text, phone, email. Something's going on in the real estate world here in the Hill City. Now, let's get after it. Oh, before we start, I do want to tell you, please, by all means, I don't want you to feel like this.
I declare bankruptcy!
Don't worry. Don't worry. The numbers, I mean, some of the numbers are a little rough, but you can get through it. You just got to be smart. You got to be wise, and we got to hope things get better as we always do. But let's talk about electric bills. Man, what has been going on with the electric bills lately? I don't know what it's like where you are. Drop a comment down below. Tell us where you live, what city you live in, and what is the electric like. I believe it's been going crazy all over the place. But take a look at what it's like at my house, and we're going to take a look at what it's like at a rental that we have in the city. Actual numbers. This is from my house. Ouch. Some high numbers here, man. Look, the end of 2022, the beginning of 2023. Ouch. That hurt people. Now, AEP is trying to tell me, hey, there's good news. 47 lower than last time this year. I don't know. Seems like numbers have jumped up a huge amount and people were paying big increases in their electric bill this year. Jump over to our rental investment property, short-term rental. So you can see these numbers are a little more reasonable. That short-term rental is a 3-bed, 2-bath, about 1,600 square feet in Lynchburg City. So these numbers are a little more manageable. Now, keep in mind, the house that I live in is pretty large. We have a number of people in here moving around, doing things, not turning lights off. And then the short-term rental that we have, which I showed you those numbers on our electric bill, those people are not there all the time. We have people in and out. We don't have it filled up 30 days of the month. So there's going to be quite a drastic difference there. And it's a smaller house. That house is about 1,600 square feet, as I think I said. So you're going to have a little bit lower bill there, but it's something for you to consider. And so if you can think maybe whatever you're looking at between 1,600 feet and 4,000 or more feet, kind of get that number in the middle. What kind of house are you looking at? And it's all dependent on what kind of energy user you are or your kids are. And so that all comes into play. Here's another thing where usage comes into play. Our next point, talking about propane. So we have Foster Fuels, who are our liquid propane supplier. And we just got a bill recently. We paid $198 for a December delivery, I believe it was. Now, let me give you some numbers broken down over the past several months or year, what the cost was with Foster Fuels. And there are several different fuel companies that will deliver propane to your house. This past bill, it was priced at $3.499 per gallon. In August and January of 2022, it was priced at $3.399 per gallon. And I looked way back in February of 2021, not 2022, 2021 February, and it was priced at $3.199 per gallon. So what do we use propane for? In our house, we have a propane fireplace and we have a propane gas stove. we use it for the stove. That is our primary use. We don't use it a lot for the fireplace, but in some houses that you're going to be looking at moving into, you may have a fireplace that you use a lot. You may have a gas stove. So again, that's all dependent on how much you use. We paid $198 just our last bill. In June, we paid $110. In April, we paid about $180. It's not every month, it's whenever they deliver. And we do pay to rent our fuel tank from Foster Fuels. That's about $29 a month to rent the fuel tank. Some places that you are looking at purchasing, they're going to have a fuel tank that's rented. You don't have to continue to rent it. You can turn it off, turn it back, say, come get your tank. Some places that you're looking at, they're going to own the tank. So you're not going to have that extra cost as far as renting. Now, what's the benefit? I don't know. We could get into arguments about that. I presume one of the benefits is if something goes wrong with my tank right now, I call up Foster Fuel and say, come take care of your tank. And they will do that. But if I own the tank, then that all is on me. So depends what you want to do. Some people love cooking with gas. Some people don't want it. They think there are health, safety concerns. I know that stuff's in the news now. I love it. I love gas. I like turning it on, get it going, firing it up, and cooking our spaghetti. So that is Foster Fuels. Let's move into water and sewer. Now at our house, our last water and sewer bill was $133, give or take some cents. In December, it was 132. In November, it was 140 something. In October, it was 130 something. So, okay, what are we using here? I don't know if this means anything to you or not. I wouldn't have any idea what this means, but I'll tell you anyway and see if you're like a water guru. We are using at the lowest point 3,500 gallons of water, and at the highest point 6,500 gallons of water. We got people here. We live here. We shower. We stay clean. You know, I don't know. Maybe we brush our teeth too much. Those are the numbers for the water and sewer. Now, think about where you're going to live. If you have a well, you're not going to pay a water bill to a county or to a city. All right. Got to silence the watch. If you have a septic system, you're not going to pay a bill for your sewer. What you are going to pay is occasional upkeep, maintenance, that kind of thing. So some people want to have water. Everyone wants to have water. Some people want to have a well, and some people want to be on county or city water. Some people want to have a septic system. Some people want to be on county or city sewer. If you're in Bedford and you have one of these little funky pump systems with the little red light out your house, which I have, then you definitely want to talk to me about should you pay that monthly fee, which we do pay as a kind of insurance plan for that septic, no, not septic, for that sewer pump grinder thing. Definitely the answer is yes, but if you have that, or if you're looking at a house in Bedford where they have that, you want to know about the Bedford Water Authority thingy that you can pay every month as insurance. We'll talk about it if you're looking at a house in Bedford. All right, can I ask you to do me a favor, please? Please.
Oh my, we've got our work cut out for us.
Easy, Captain Holt, easy. It's not that difficult. What I would love for you to do is, if you would, give this video a like, drop a comment in there. We're going to have another comment section coming up where I'm going to ask you specifically to drop a comment, but do give it a like, please. If you're so inclined, go ahead and subscribe. It does help this channel. Here's what it helps. It helps me, and it helps you, maybe, and it helps other people. It helps me get connected to some really neat people who are looking to buy, sell, or move to in or around the Lynchburg, Virginia area. And it helps this video get out to more people. As you like, comment, interact with the video, YouTube goes, oh, let's show that to some more people. So they do. And some of those people call me. And I love to connect with really cool people. So thank you for doing that. Thank you. Internet. Let me tell you, the thing about where you live in or around the Lynchburg, Virginia area is you may be caught with only one provider, only one choice. Now, I hope that that's starting to kind of change with some different options coming in. Anyone see that T-Mobile commercial?
home internet, what a pain in the... Hey, neighbor!
Try T-Mobile, it sets up so fast.
Here's an opportunity for you to comment. I do have a friend of mine who does use the T-Mobile hotspot. I'm not sure how quick it is, how fast it is, what it all supports as far as streaming and all that stuff. But anybody see Johnny T singing about T-Mobile? That could be an option. I don't know all the details on that yet. Where we are, in my personal house, we are locked into Chantel, and we're paying about $108 a month for our internet service. At the rental that we have, which is in Lynchburg City, we pay Xfinity right now $39.99 a month, and it's great. It's like, I don't know exactly what the speeds are, but they're high speed. I got it marked on Airbnb. It's smoking. I don't have anyone ever have an issue with, hey, this thing isn't fast enough. We have numerous people on it. If I could have Xfinity, sorry, Chantel. If I could have Xfinity, I likely would, but I can't. So that's where we are. We're stuck with that unless me and Johnny Travolta get together and I switch over to T-Mobile.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Okay, just about everyone is on their phone, is on their laptop, is on their computer, and just about everyone is driving a car. So gas is a big one. Take a look at some of these prices that we saw recently. Now, these things fluctuate. They go up and down, of course, but you're looking at Sam's Club to start off at $3.14, and then we have one in Appomattox at $3.35 a gallon, Kroger, Walmart, both at $3.29. And eventually I got back to Sam's Club on another day, and I fueled up, and I do the 87 octane at $3.07 per gallon. So here's a great place. I would love for you to comment here also. Where are you at? Where are you at in the world, and what are you paying for the 87 unleaded? Put it in your car. How much per gallon are you paying? Now, understand a lot of that has to do with taxes that your individual state is going to tack on to those gallon prices that the gas companies are charging. But I am curious, what's it like where you are? I know up north, Pennsylvania, it's steeper. It's steeper. So tell me what you're paying up there or over there or down there, wherever you are. All right, we got to eat and drink. So let's take a real quick look at 3 places and look at some prices for food, drink, even a little adult beverage. We didn't jump into Food Line on this video, but I'm going to hit Walmart, Kroger, and Fresh Market. So here we go. At Walmart, our 2% milk is looking like $2.89. We have eggs at $5.12. Man, everyone's trying to get a chicken now to get some eggs. We have peanut butter at $6.78 for a 40-ounce jar of peanut butter. It just seems like a lot. And then we have a little Yingling, throwback to Pennsylvania here again, $9.98 for a 6-pack. Now in Walmart, you can't do the build your own 6-pack. They don't have individual bottles, but just as a price reference, you got a 6-pack of Yingling for $9.98. We move over to Kroger and our 2% milk. All the milk I look at is 2%. That's what I drink. $3.19. And then we have eggs. It looks like $8.99 for an 18-pack and maybe $4.99 for a 12-pack there. We got peanut butter at $6.49 for that 40-ounce. And you can build your own 6-pack for $10.99. Now, a year, 2 years ago, that was $9.99. Now you're building it for $10.99 at Kroger. And then we'll move over to Fresh Market. Look, the milk's gone, but it looks like organic milk. They don't have any just 2% milk, at least that I saw. Organic, $8.99 a gallon. Woo! Eggs, $5.49. And they got some duck eggs if you want to try those duck eggs. That's only a 6-pack of the duck eggs. Peanut butter is like, what does that say, $100? No, it's not 100, but golly, it's like 10 something. It's high test peanut butter. I don't know. Look, I'm not trying to beat up on you. If you love this special peanut butter, that's awesome. I love the special eggs. I did spend a couple months ago, like $10, $11 on the free range, no fence. Everyone just go out there and roam around chicken eggs because they definitely taste different than the cheap eggs. So if you love your high priced peanut butter, go for it. But I don't buy peanut butter at Fresh Market, but there you go. And then if you want to build your own 6-pack of adult beverage at Fresh Market, you're looking at $11.99. I don't know why. You just got to pay an extra $1 for being in the ambiance. All right, here's something I think you should do. It's another comment possibility. Drop a comment. Again, if you tell us where you're at and what you're paying, let's pick like 2% milk. What are you paying for milk? Everyone's drinking milk just about. So what do you pay for 2% milk where you are? Let's see how comparable it is, if it's all the same across the country or if it's different in different areas. And right here in the Hill City, again, about $3.19, $3.20-ish, we're paying right now for 2% milk. Or if you're so inclined and you're like, nah, I don't drink milk, build a six-pack. What are you building a six-pack for in your town? Is it $9.99, $10.99? Is it something crazy? Now, we did stop at a place off 81. It was more of a craft selection, but I think it was like $15.99 to build a six-pack. I don't know. What is it like where you live? And let's see what that compares to in the Hill City. Okay, if you've watched another video on cost of living or how expensive it is here in Lynchburg, you're probably going to see these similar numbers, but it's a good reminder. And if maybe this is the first video you've ever seen, hey, again, feel free to go ahead and like it, subscribe, catch these videos as we put them out. But we're going to hit the big T word here, taxes. This is important to you. And I want to show you what the counties look like so you get an idea on where we're talking about here in Virginia. Let's talk about the dreaded T word, taxes. And let me show you where we're going to be at here. As you look at this map, number 20 right in here is Lynchburg City. This little red dot right over here is the town of Bedford. So we have Bedford County, which I want to talk about, Amherst County, Campbell County, which all border Lynchburg City proper. And we're going to also touch on Appomattox County and Nelson County. As you can see where we are here in central Virginia. As you move south, that's the North Carolina line. All right, so we talk about two main categories of taxes: real estate taxes and personal property taxes. And this could be a shock to you depending on what state you're moving from. But yes, in Virginia, you're going to get hit with a real estate tax, and they're going to say, oh, you got some personal property there. Well, let us tax you for the privilege of owning that personal property. Okay, let's start with real estate. Real estate is going to be taxed at a $100 value. No, that's not right. Let me try again so it's actually helpful. Real estate, there's going to be a tax rate per $100 value. So think about it in terms of this. You have a $300,000 house. We divide that by 100. That's a $100 value. We divide 300,000 by that, we get 3,000. So now that's how many units we have to tax, 3,000. And look at the tax rates for these different areas. So Lynchburg City, $1.11 per $100 value. Bedford, 50 cents per $100 value. Campbell County, 52 cents per $100 value. Amherst, 61 cents. Appomattox, 63 cents. And Nelson County, 65 cents per $100 value. So your $300,000 house in Lynchburg City, you're going to pay on the high end $3,330 in taxes. This is the tax assessed value, not the value that you purchased the house at, not the purchase price, but the tax assessed value, which is going to be lower than the purchase price in almost every circumstance. In Bedford County, that $300,000 house, you're going to be taxed at a 50-cent rate, which is going to be $1,500. Now, that is your real estate tax. Let's go over to personal property. Vehicles, ATVs, RVs, boats, trailers, those kinds of things. They're going to say, ha, you got personal property. Give us some money for that. So personal property taxes, here are the rates jumping down through the city and the counties. Lynchburg City, $3.80 per $100 value. Bedford, $2.35. Campbell, $4.31. But put a pin on that. We're going to come back to that. And Amherst County, $3.45. Appomattox, $3.35. Nelson County, $2.79. A quick jump back to Campbell County. On Campbell County's website, it tells you, hey, our tax rate is $4.31, but we only effectively tax you on 50% of the value of your personal property. So the effective tax rate is really $2.16 per $100 value. Okay, kind of stumbled over my tongue there, but it's only $2.16 per $100 value. Great. That is probably the lowest effective tax rate that we're looking at. But just in terms of looking at Lynchburg City, comparing it again to Bedford County, let's talk about this. You have a $30,000 vehicle divided by 100, you get 300. So now we're going to take that 300 and we're going to multiply that by the personal property tax rate. Remember, in Lynchburg City, we're looking at $3.80. So your tax bill on that $30,000 vehicle is $1,140. In Bedford County, you're looking at a 50-cent per $100 value tax rate. So your tax bill on that $30,000 vehicle is $705. Oh man, how do you feel? How do you feel? Are you tired yet? Do you need to go grab yourself some chocolate milk or an adult beverage from your Build-A-Six? Well, go ahead and do that if you want. If you're jumping in your car, spending all your money on gas to drive down to the Hill City, if you want to look at houses, give me a call, send me a text, shoot me an email. I would love to connect with you. And anytime you feel inclined, go ahead and reach out to me with any questions you have about real estate in the Lynchburg, Virginia area. I would love to help you and talk to you. Until next time, see ya.